Mi smo veoma srećni što vas imamo danas ovde u Beogradu i Srbiji i veoma srećni što ćemo promovisati Expo. Expo je za nas velika prilika da prikažemo Srbiju u najboljem svetlu. Teme Expo su igra i muzika i zato vam hvala što ste pristali da zajedno sa nama promovišete Expo.
我感到非常高兴能请到您担任这次2027年世界专业博览会的形象大使、品牌大使。我也感到，因为这次博览会的主题就是体育和音乐你我共享，所以我也感到非常荣幸能够请到像您这样的一位体育大亨来为塞尔维亚为这次博览会做宣传，让我们共同完成让这次盛会更加完美。
谢谢。
Mi smo veoma ponosni na naše odnose sa Narodnom Republikom Kinom, i na lične odnose sa predsjednikom Xijem, ali ja nisam znao da ste vi u svim delovima Azije toliko popularni. Neverovatno je da su mi to rekli ljudi sa jugoistoka Azije, dakle od Malezije, Tajlanda do Indije, bukvalno svi znaju sve o vama jednako kao i ljudi u Kini. I stvarno neverovatno kakve ste uspjehe postigli.
中国和塞尔维亚有传统的友好的钢铁友谊，此次访问我也加深了与习近平主席的深厚情谊。对于以前关于您对您的了解开始有一个误解，就觉得你就是中国的有名的体育明星，但是后来才发现，不仅在中国，就是在整个亚洲都享有盛誉，特别是在马来西亚、在泰国、在印度都是家喻户晓。
谢谢。
Nego da vi meni kažete koliko dnevno se trenira da budete najbolji svih vremena. Koliko ste dnevno morali da trenirate da budete najbolji svih vremena, da osvojite sve olimpijske, svetske titule?
我就是有一个问题想请教您就是球员生涯里每天要辛苦的付出多少努力，也就是每天要训练多少小时，才能登上世界桂冠，获得那么多奥运会和世界锦标赛的冠军？
其实不是我一个人练这个时间，比如说每天有6个小时的训练时间，不是我一个人，其实大家都一样。只不过我比较幸运的是，在我的职业生涯里面，我没有出现过重大的伤病，所以才能让我坚持得更久一些。
Svakog dana moramo da posvetimo najmanje 6 sati treningu. Ali ja sam kao srećnik, jer u mojoj karijeri nisam nijednom doživao povredu.
6 sati dnevno trenirate?
6
个小时，上午3个，下午3个。对。
Ali to je za svakog sportista.
Gde je za svakog kad bi ovi naši trenirali po 6 sati dnevno u fudbalu, gde bi im kraj bio?
6个小时，我很惊讶。如果我们的运动员每天训练6个小时的话，他们无所不能。
因为其实很多人不知道，羽毛球这项运动其实强度非常大，它需要足够的体能。
Kako nije, traži snagu, brzinu, eksplozivnost, kondiciju, sve.
我理解，就是这项运动要求你很敏捷，有爆发力，还有耐力，还有力量，快还有速度。
Traži mentalnu posvećenost, koncentraciju, apsolutno.
也就是说，对你的精神的关注要高度集中。
是的，是的。
Upravo ste predsjedniče.
Pa to je sve što i znamo, to što je potrebno.
我关于这项运动唯一知道的也就这些。
Rašo, imamo li mi nekog talentovanog u Srbiji?
是塞尔维亚羽毛球协会的主席，跟塞尔维亚有没有好苗子？
U ovom trenutku imamo 150 mešoviti par na svetskoj ranglisti seniorskoj, koji se bori za učešće na olimpijskim igrama. Imamo aktualnog vice šampiona Evrope u parabadmintonu, imamo 100 osnovnih medalja, poslednje su osvojene u Baku i Astani na International Challenge turnirima. Naš gost i ministar financija će imati priliku i da se susretne sa reprezentacijom kroz koji sat, a ono što je posebno interesantno i što je nije rečeno, loptica za badminton je najbrža sportska rekvizija. 565 km na čas je izmerena nedavno i oboren rekord. To je apsolutno najbrža.
A je li Rašo ovo veliki podstrek za našu decu i za naše mlade ljude što je...
Ovo je apsolutno veliki podstrek i sve vezano za Expo, kongres koji smo prošle godine, koji smo gostili Evropsku federaciju i sa kojim smo sada smo došli do realizacije na kojoj nam zavidi ne samo Evropa, čitav svet. Mi smo držali u tajnosti, naravno do danas, da je gospodin Lina...
Čekaj samo da ga vidim, reci samo, znači, Tokio je zainteresovan...
Samo prevedite mu da svi čekaju samo da ga vide.
刚才总统向塞尔维亚羽毛球协会了解了一下，就是目前塞尔维亚青少年当中，国家队和青年队哈那个运动的情况，运动员的情况。
Nego je li ima samo jedan ovaj reket ili dva?
他说你带着这个球拍，
Da ga pobedim sad ako...
还是两个？
这个是送给总统先生的。
Samo jedan.
Ovo je jedan reket kao suvenir za vas.
Ja sam video da je doneo jedan, pa sam se pravio ako je doneo dva da ga
是
pobedim.
我开玩笑的，我知道你带了一个，不可能给你比赛。
Hoće ga pobediti.
副总理讲，我们再找一个给你打一场。
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
谢谢您的礼物，谢谢您珍贵的礼物。刚才那个网球主席他说他们的那个运动员就是非常期待您的到来，然后您这次的到访对他们来说是极大的鼓励。
Ja bi ovo promašio 100 puta, bi svi oni veliki igrali.
他说这么小的拍子，我要打的话，
我可以教总统先生天天
他说肯定啊，
Voza komarceve.
Ali 565 km na čas.
但是发球的速度啊达到500、
400多。
400多。
Ima to da...
Da vidim da mogu da
就
pobedim.
是拿一个球。
Ide sport. Sasvim.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Hvala.
谢谢您。
Ja bi ovo promašio svako drugo.
我要打起来的话，肯定啊，就是打不中。
我有一个小小的一个请求，我是代表我是带我的儿子，他希望他知道我这次来塞尔维亚，他希望
怎么个信呢？
明年有机会能够见到整个塞尔维亚最优秀的运动员德约科维奇，对，因为我儿子在练网球，对。
mali sin trenira sada tenis, a njegova najveća
Shvatio sam, pozvaćemo Novaka da mu da reket. Zamolit ćemo ga.
On će sledeće godine doći sa sinom.
Dolazi na Expo.
Da, sledeće godine on bi poveo sina da dođe na Expo. Tom prilikom bih jako želeo da se upozna sa mnom.
Ja sam siguran da će Novak Đoković izaći u susret sa najvećom srećom i zadovoljstvom.
他肯定会很高兴的。
Za sve ljude za koje sam ga zamolio da obezbedi taj reket, on je uvek to učinio. On je najveća zvezda u ovoj zemlji. On i Nikola Jokić.
我们也经常看他，我们也经常看他的比赛。
Hvala vama, hvala vama. Dok ne nabavite taj drugi reket, dok ne pobedimo u ovoj utakmici, smešno ti da ne smešno. Nemoj bre, pusti bre to, nisam to ja ozbiljno mislio, to ja da se...
Ne, ja sam ozbiljno mislio i rekao sam častim samo tebe da vidim kako igra badminton, sam to rekao. I ja mogu i da...
Ajde, mene da vidiš. Krećemo tebe da gledamo nego mene. A samo mi kažete kolika je popularnost, u kojim delovima Azije, u kojim delovima sveta je popularnost sporta najveći? I to mi je poslednje pitanje.
给我介绍一下啊，羽毛球这项运动在哪些国家？当然除了中国以外，在哪些国家是非常流行？
日本、韩国、印度尼西亚、马来西亚，还有丹麦，法国。
Ja sam gledao na olimpijadi Malezija, Danska ili tako nešto sam gledao. Malezija, Danska sam gledao na olimpijadi.
丹麦一直是传统强国。
Sam to gledao.
英国也不错，但是但这段时间进步最快是法国。
U Evropi su Francuska, Danska.
U Evropi uvijek bila Danska, Francuska, uspjela sistemski.
法国、英国、丹麦。
Mi smo imali u Evropi Španije koje Anna Lin Dan u Evropi, Lin Dan Karolina Marin koja je uspjela da osvoji olimpijske igre i svetska prvenstva i evropska, ali poslednje je sad onako ipak jedan jaz nastaje pa ostali. Ali Danska, Francuska, pa onda svi ostali. U suštini u ovom trenutku u svetu više od 10 država ima svetska federacija u članstvu. Svuda se igra na svim.
A kakvi smo mi u regionu?
Mi smo sa našim mešovitim parom na domak kvalifikacije za olimpijske igre. Bugari imaju odličan ženski par, još bolji. I ženski singl, devojku koja u Beogradu postala američki prvak na neku godinu na prvenstvu koje smo organizovali u Vaškoj brani. Tako da svaki region ima neke konkurenciji, neke države najbolje, da mi imamo apsolutno mešoviti par.
A što ne uložite više?
对。
Apsolutno će to biti još bolje.
Ok. Jesmo li sad za novinare završili da mi ostanemo sami da malo prezičemo? Ako vi imate neko pitanje za Lin danas, slobodno. Za mene nemate. Za njega. Hvala.
Ready to make your home feel smarter, simpler, and way more convenient? These Amazon smart home upgrades help automate everyday tasks, boost comfort, and give you more control over your space. From lighting and security to clever devices that handle the little things for you, these finds make daily life easier. Check the links in the description to explore them all. Your coffee table just got a serious upgrade. This smart table hides 2 refrigerated drawers inside, keeping drinks, snacks, and fruit perfectly chilled right beside your couch. A touch control panel lets you adjust temperature, lighting, music, and more without using an app. Built-in Bluetooth speakers fill the room with sound, while color-changing lights move with the beat. You can even charge your phone with wireless charging, USB ports, and power outlets built right into the table. Walking up the stairs just got a glow up. This motion-activated stair lighting kit turns on step by step as you climb, creating a smooth path of light beneath your feet. As you walk away, the lights fade out in the same flowing sequence. You can adjust the brightness, speed, and timing to match your space. Flexible LED strips stick neatly under each step, giving your staircase a modern look while helping you see every step safely at night. Outlets hiding behind your couch can be a real pain to reach. This extendable power strip stick brings the power out where you actually need it. The adjustable arm stretches forward and rotates, so you can plug things in without moving heavy furniture. It turns one wall outlet into several AC plugs plus USB ports for your everyday devices. Just stick it in place, and you've got a clean, easy charging station right beside your sofa, desk, or bed. Ironing doesn't have to steal your time anymore. This automatic ironing machine dries and smooths your clothes using warm air, all while you do something else. Just place a damp shirt or pair of pants on the inflatable form and start the cycle. The system fills with air, gently stretching the fabric while heat removes wrinkles. In minutes, your clothes come out dry, neat, and ready to wear without lifting an iron. Why buy a fan for summer and a heater for winter when one device can do both? This sleek tower unit switches from powerful cooling to fast room heating with a simple tap. Bladeless airflow pulls in surrounding air and spreads a smooth, even breeze across the room. When it's cold, the heating modes quickly warm your space and maintain the temperature you set. A remote lets you adjust speed, direction, and oscillation without leaving the couch. Keep your bedroom or office secure with just a touch. This smart doorknob unlocks instantly using your fingerprint and can store up to 50 users. You can also control it from an app, add or remove users, share e-keys, and even check who accessed the door. For extra convenience, it works with voice assistants and has backup keys for emergencies. The built-in rechargeable battery lasts months and warns you when power is low, keeping your space secure without hassle. Drying clothes doesn't have to take up half your room. This retractable clothesline stretches out to hang towels, shirts, or swimsuits, then neatly disappears when you're done. The double lines can hold up to 44 pounds each, so even heavier items stay secure. Made with durable materials, it's heat-resistant and built to last. A smooth retracting mechanism keeps it safe and easy to use while saving space in your home. Tired of reaching for switches across the room? This smart button pusher lets you control rocker switches and one-way buttons right from your phone. Your coffee table just got a serious upgrade. This smart table hides 2 refrigerated drawers inside, keeping drinks, snacks, and fruit perfectly chilled right beside your couch. A touch control. Your coffee table just got a serious upgrade. This smart table hides 2 refrigerated drawers inside, keeping drinks, snacks, and fruit perfectly chilled right beside your couch. A touch control panel lets you adjust temperature, lighting, music, and more without using an app. Built-in Bluetooth speakers fill the room with sound, while color-changing lights move with the beat. You can even charge your phone with wireless charging, USB ports, and power outlets built right into the table. Walking up the stairs just got a glow-up. This motion-activated stair lighting kit turns on step by step as you climb, creating a smooth path of light beneath your feet. As you walk away, the lights fade out in the same flowing sequence. You can adjust the brightness, speed, and timing to match your space. Flexible LED strips stick neatly under each step, giving your staircase a modern look while helping you see every step safely at night. Outlets hiding behind your couch can be a real pain to reach. This extendable power strip stick brings the power out where you actually need it. The adjustable arm stretches forward and rotates, so you can plug things in without moving heavy furniture. It turns one wall outlet into several AC plugs plus USB ports for your everyday devices. Just stick it in place, and you've got a clean, easy charging station right beside your sofa, desk, or bed.
Want your home to look more expensive without a full renovation? In this video, we're covering 20 Amazon upgrades that instantly make your space look more stylish and premium in 2026. No matter your budget, links and prices are in the description below. One of the easiest ways to make your kitchen or dining setup feel more high-end is simply keeping food warm the right way. And this electric warming mat does it with a surprisingly sleek look, instead of cluttering the table with bulky warming trays. This ultra-thin design blends right into modern countertops and instantly gives dinner parties or family gatherings a more polished feel. It's great for keeping multiple dishes warm during holidays, movie nights, or casual hosting without constantly reheating food in the microwave. What makes it even more useful is that it's not just for warming meals. You can also use it for thawing frozen food, proofing dough, or even drying snacks and fruit. The adjustable temperature controls make it feel much more premium than you'd expect at this price. And when you're done, it rolls up easily for storage instead of taking over your kitchen cabinets. If there's one upgrade that instantly makes a bathroom feel like a luxury hotel, it's a rainfall shower system like this one. The oversized rain head creates that relaxing spa-style experience that completely changes how your shower feels without needing a full bathroom remodel. What's nice about this setup is that you also get the handheld sprayer, which makes everything more practical for everyday use, whether you're rinsing the shower, washing pets, or just wanting more control. The sleek chrome finish gives the bathroom a cleaner and more modern look, especially if your current shower head feels outdated. It's one of those small upgrades guests immediately notice, but you'll appreciate it even more during your daily routine. The water pressure is surprisingly strong for the phone at the perfect angle while boosting the sound way beyond your phone speakers. The built-in ambient lighting also adds a subtle modern touch that makes desks, nightstands, or kitchen counters feel more stylish at night. It's compact enough for smaller spaces, but it still gives off that smart home vibe that makes your setup feel more expensive and thoughtfully put together. For anyone who wants their kitchen to feel more modern and high-end without spending thousands on appliances, an indoor smokeless grill like this makes a huge difference. It gives you that grilled flavor and restaurant-style look right from your countertop. Water with a sleek touch control design that looks surprisingly high-end. It gives off the same vibe as those expensive built-in kitchen systems you see in luxury apartments, but without the renovation cost. It's especially useful if you drink a lot of tea, coffee, or iced water throughout the day because everything is display. Give it that sleek modern look you usually see in upscale offices or minimalist apartments. It also feels much nicer than using random mugs because everything matches and looks intentional on the desk or countertop. A cordless vacuum might not sound like a luxury upgrade at first, but once you stop dragging around a heavy vacuum with tangled cords, your entire home routine feels easier and more modern. This Dyson-style stick vacuum gives your space that clean, minimalist look while also making everyday cleaning way faster. Because it's lightweight and always ready to grab, you end up cleaning small messes immediately instead of waiting until things pile up. It works especially well for hardwood floors, rugs, pet hair, stairs, and even car interiors, so it replaces a lot of bulkier cleaning tools. The wall-mounted charging setup also keeps everything looking organized instead of stuffing a giant vacuum into a closet. And honestly, there's something about seeing those clean vacuum lines across the floor that instantly makes a house feel more expensive, polished, and well taken care of every single day. These automatic salt and pepper grinders are one of those tiny kitchen upgrades that somehow make the entire space feel more expensive and put together. Instead of using mismatched spice containers or cheap plastic grinders, these give your countertop that clean, modern look you usually see in luxury kitchens or cooking videos online. The stainless steel finish and built-in LED display make them feel surprisingly premium, but the real convenience is how cleaner and more modern look than traditional frames. The high-resolution display makes photos look vibrant and sharp, almost like artwork on the wall or shelf, and the automatic slideshow keeps the space feeling alive instead of static. One of the best features is that you can send photos directly to the frame remotely, which makes it especially meaningful for grandparents, long-distance family, or special events. It blends perfectly into living rooms, bedrooms, or offices while quietly adding that cozy high-end feel you usually notice in beautifully designed homes. Sometimes the smallest decor pieces make the biggest difference, and a minimalist wall clock like this can completely change how polished a room feels. Instead of using bulky or outdated wall decor, this clean modern design adds that simple high-end aesthetic you usually see in designer homes, cafes, or luxury apartments. The matte black finish mixed with the wooden hands gives it a really balanced look that works with almost any style. Whether your space is modern, cozy, industrial, or minimalist, it's also completely silent, which makes a bigger difference than people expect, especially in bedrooms, offices, or quiet living rooms. What's nice is that it fills empty wall space without making the room feel cluttered or over-decorated. It's one of those subtle upgrades that quietly pulls the whole room together and makes the space feel more intentional, more organized, and honestly much more expensive overall. Smart lighting is probably one of the fastest and cheapest ways to make a home feel modern, cozy, and surprising.
You dress well, you smell good, you take care of yourself. But your space should reflect that exact same standard. Your home is more than just where you sleep. It's where you create, it's where you relax, it's where you host. And if the night goes well, maybe you'll add another single grandmother notch to the belt.
I love you.
All jokes aside, today I'll be sharing with you guys specific home decor items to add to your space to get that perfect aesthetic. As always, everything will be linked in the description below.
I ran out of tears when I was 18, so nobody made me but the
First up, one of the biggest impacts to your home's vibe is the lighting. You want to have various floor lamps, table lamps, and backlighting around your space to give it that cozy vibe. I personally really like to use the Philips Hue smart light bulbs in my space, and the coolest thing about the smart light bulbs is that you can actually put them into any lamp as long as it has the right fitting. I actually have this IKEA Fado lamp that I fitted with the Philips Hue smart bulbs, and now I can change it to whatever color I want, as well as be able to control the brightness and dimness. You can also go with smart lamps like the Philips Hue Signe lamp, or if you want something more affordable, you can always look at Govee as well. They have something very similar called the Smart Corner Floor Lamp. If you don't really care for RGB whatsoever, some great places to buy lamps, of course, is IKEA. The arching one that I have in my living room here is the IKEA Skaftet. I also have a Varmblix here and these Hogvin lamps that I have on my nightstand. And then another really good place to find affordable lights, specifically table lamps, is H&M Home. Next up is rugs. Now, rugs is very challenging to get the right one for your space, but if you can find the right rug, it really brings the entire space together. It brings your furniture together. It makes it look more complete. One for under your bed, one for your couch, maybe one for your office. I personally like to go for something that is warm, that has a nice texture to it, something like a thick wool rug or a jute rug instead of something that's like thin and shiny. I personally like to keep mine neutral so it doesn't clash with my other items in my space, but of course, if your space feels a little bit too plain, feel free to go with patterns or to go with brighter colors. If you want to do something more fun, you could go for an irregular shaped rug like this one from H&M Home that I have in my office. One little detail that makes your space feel so much more intentional and aesthetic is trays. Whether that's marble trays, stone trays, or even leather trays, it just adds a touch of elegance to whatever you actually put on top of it. I use them in various spaces in my place. I use them in my washroom to put my soap bottles on it. I use it on my coffee table as a centerpiece or even my dining table. And then I also use them in my bedroom for displaying my fragrances. If you're building your own fragrance corner, a nice marble or dark stone tray, put your bottles on is just instantly gonna make them look more expensive. Even if they're all clone fragrances, they cost 20, 30 bucks. It's still gonna make them look like they're $500 fragrances. So perfect place to find stone and marble options, Amazon, H&M Home, Zara Home. If you're looking for leather ones, I think Etsy is the best place. Throw blanket is mandatory for your couch. Not only does it add visual interest and texture, but if you got a girl over, you best believe she's gonna use it. I swear to you, you could have your place set to 30 degrees and she'd still be like, you know what, I'm pretty cold. Do you think you can like give me a blanket? It's cozy.
Secret Lab recently flew me out to Singapore for a surprise chair launch. Now, I knew there was a new ergonomic chair coming, but I didn't know the final name, the design, or who it was meant for. This wasn't just a showroom visit to try out the chair either. I saw it launch, heard how it was designed, and how it was meant to be used. And then Secret Lab sent the Atlas Dune Plus to my home studio here in Calgary in order for me to test it out where I actually work on a day-to-day basis. So for full transparency, Secret Lab did cover the trip to Singapore as well as provided this Atlas chair for the video. But if you've been following my channel for a while, then you know that I integrate Secret Lab products into a lot of my builds, a lot of my setups, a lot of my home office spaces. And so for me, I feel like I'm not starting from zero. I'll be sharing my honest experience using this thing and trying to see how well it fits into my workflow and my current productivity workspace. Atlas is Secret Lab's new task-focused ergonomic chair, built less around lounging and more around active desk work. The Titan Evo was my first true ergonomic chair upgrade, and I've used different colors and styles of it ever since, including the Slick NanoGen Edition. So the bigger question isn't just, is this a good chair? It's whether Atlas makes sense as the next upgrade for a productivity-focused creator setup and the way that I work on a day-to-day basis. This was also my first time in Asia, and Singapore immediately fit the vibe of the product. It's very clean, it was modern, and everything felt intentional. At Secret Lab, I got a behind-the-scenes look at how they actually build, test, and refine their products, with engineers walking through how the chair is meant to be used and how it was put together. That mattered a lot to me because it let me see the thinking behind Atlas before testing it in my own space.
My favorite thing about this chair is the tilt mechanism. But first, before we get to that, we gotta talk about how to set up your chair. I'm gonna have a guinea pig later and you guys can figure out how to do it. But the first thing you wanna do is adjust the seat height. You want your feet to be firmly planted on the ground. This is the most important part of the chair. Weight distribution on the feet and on the body. After that, new feature of the Atlas, seat depth. Two to three fingers behind your knees and the seat. So you can move it back and forth. When you adjust it, you want your back to be against the lumbar support. Oh, that's perfect. Now, the tilt is the best part. So aside from me temporarily almost losing my balance and making a fool of myself right there, this is the only chair that I can do this in without having that moment of, oh my God, I'm gonna die. Yeah. So the tilt is very important. So, you know, if you look up the materials online and you talk about the other stuff, you talk about two modes, right? So you have the tilt locked, that's your upright focused posture.
Yeah.
For me, I'm always tilting. It's very hard for me to sit still. Yeah. The only time I can sit still is when I'm gaming, or that's it. So constantly being able to kind of rock and move is really important for me. And it's also, right, this is behavioral now. Yeah. It's not just sitting still, I'm moving. All of this counts, right? When we say move when you're sitting, it doesn't mean get up and go run 6 miles. Just little micro movements are all you need. Little weight shifts is all you need.
Her takeaway was simple. A premium ergonomic chair only really makes sense once it's set up properly. And honestly, I completely agree. So, I brought those setup notes home to test Atlas the right way at my own desk. After that trip, the exact unit that I would be reviewing arrived at my home studio in Calgary. Out of the box, it felt dense and well finished, but the real story starts after it's built and placed at the desk I actually work from every day. Assembly is pretty straightforward. The manual says around 20 minutes is what it should take, and while lining out the backrest is easier with a second person, I was able to handle it all on my own.
Out of bed to try their personal morning routine. Jimmy.
Yeah?
It's the morning. We gotta do your morning routine.
Oh my gosh, that's today?
Yeah, we gotta go. Come on. Let's go. Come on.
Let's go for it.
And I'll be ranking all 6 of them on a tier list from S tier superior to F tier the worst. Starting with our first celebrity, Mark Wahlberg.
All right. How many minutes?
Anywhere between 3 to 6 is ideal. This is probably, it's 48 degrees.
That's not too bad. Mark Wahlberg is a legendary actor that's been in some huge blockbuster movies. But off camera, he's garnered a reputation for waking up insanely early for his morning workouts.
First order of business, we've got the cold plunge. So Mark, he decided to wake up at 2:30 this morning.
Yes.
I woke up at 4 thinking, oh, I'm gonna start at 4 o'clock.
No, I'm in the gym by 4.
Yeah, no, he was already halfway through, but you know, we're getting through it. We got this.
Yep.
We got a whole stack of morning routine stuff today. Gotta just, you know, get in the mode. You know how you gotta get into character in movies?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just getting into like the zone. Similar, right?
We're gonna miss our tea time, bro.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Why am I up at 2:30 and I'm still rushing? Because people are lazy and I'm waiting on people. Come on, baby, jump in there. Is it cold?
No. Huh. What would you say makes Mark Wahlberg Mark Wahlberg?
You know, I think people know me for a lot of different things, but you know, hopefully just a blue-collar guy who's willing to outwork everybody else. We're going to, there you go.
You see that?
Hell yeah. I think everybody's seen it a bunch of times, man. You know what everybody used to tell me in the movie? Put on a shirt, will you? You got a shirt for this guy?
Okay, Mark, so early morning workout.
Yep.
We're starting off on the bike.
Yes, I get on the skill bike every day, and I only do 5 minutes, but it's a nice warm-up. So instead of having to go through my whole stretch routine, especially if I'm doing a leg day, I don't want to go and stretch for 12. Yep.
We're starting off.
You know what everybody used to tell me in the movie?
You see that?
Hell yeah. Who's willing to outwork everybody else. But, you know, hopefully just a blue-collar guy who's willing to outwork everybody else. We're going to, there you go.
You see that?
Hell yeah. I think everybody's seen it a bunch of times, man. You know what everybody used to tell me in the movie? Put on a shirt, will you? You got a shirt for this guy?
Okay, Mark, so early morning workout.
Yep.
We're starting off on the bike.
Yes, I get on the skill bike every day, and I only do 5 minutes, but it's a nice warm-up. So instead of having to go through my whole stretch routine, especially if I'm doing a leg day, I don't want to go and stretch for 20 minutes and try to warm up these old bones. I just get on the bike.
However, what apparently is a nice warm-up for Mark turned out to be an extremely painful and difficult one for me.
Holy crap. The quads. What motivates you during these moments?
The fact that, you know, I know if I stop doing it, I'm gonna lose it at my age. You know, it's like people always say, why do you do it at this age? Or, you know, you've had this much success. It's what's gotten me to where I am. So why wouldn't I keep doing that?
Hell yeah.
All right, 30 seconds.
30 seconds is my middle name. Oh, I'm shaking.
Good job.
I'm shaking.
And then immediately following the bike, it was on to the next movement as Mark does all of his exercises right after the other.
Toes in for 8, toes out for 8. Come on. All the way up. All the way up, baby. Give him that squeeze. There you go. Hold it at the top. There you go. Oh, he's gonna be jacked when he walks out of here.
Which normally I would have found exhausting, but for some reason, being with Mark, I was more energized than ever.
How many was that?
That was 4 sets.
4 sets?
Yeah, I'm quick with it. Ask my wife.
Hack squat, nice and deep. Jacked when he walks out of here.
Which normally I would have found exhausting, but for some reason, being with Mark, I was more energized than ever.
How many was that?
That was 4 sets.
4 sets?
Yeah, I'm quick with it. Ask my wife.
Hack squat, nice and deep. I want to see slow, deep.
Mark wants it deep, I'll give it to him deep.
Oh, that's a stripper talk again.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sometimes it's Jesse James Zest. Last time, I think I was sore. Full week.
Oh, your wife told me that.
Yeah.
Come on.
What else she tell you?
That's our business.
Okay.
Nice and deep, little pulse.
You got good flexibility.
4 pulse, 5 pulse.
Hey, for a 35-year-old, you're flexible, man.
I wish.
And then it was time to ask Mark a very important question.
What does success mean to you at this age and this time of your career?
Success is gonna be defined by the kind of father I am, husband. Because if you're successful in business and fail as a father or husband, what's the point, right?
Very true.
So trying to find that balance, because you travel a lot now, providing for your family, going out there and building your business. It's a big sacrifice, but you gotta be an example to your kids,
And that answer was exactly what I was hoping for. Because my goal with these celebrities is not just to experience their morning routines, but more importantly, figure out what makes them so successful, what makes them so great. And on top of that, how I can implement that into my new family that I'm gonna be having here very shortly. Because I wanna be the best dad that I can be. And that all starts with the perfect morning routine.
Do you have any advice for someone that's gonna be a father in the next year?
Absolutely, just try to be involved in every aspect of their life. And it's a blast. Greatest thing that can ever happen to you.
Do you wanna know what we're gonna name our boy?
Mark what?
It's gonna be Mark Wahlberg Jr. West.
Oh, nice.
After Uncle.
I bet you he's gonna look like me. I guarantee you that.
Oh, Mark! What do you mean?
I'm kidding.
Someone call an ambulance. All right, guys, workout complete. Next task of the day.
A few hours later, we made our way to the golf course where Mark likes to end his mornings. And it was here at the driving range while he was warming up that Mark filled me in on what he had been doing the last few hours.
Well, I read my scripts for about 45 minutes, an hour, and then I laid down, had breakfast at 8:30, and now energy's low. I was full of energy until I ate.
There we go. You probably want to be pretty mellow, though, while golfing, right?
Like, is this a sport where you get hyped up with the boys?
A little bit.
And then after a bit more warming up on the putting green, we made our way onto the actual course.
All right, this is the first tee.
You need anything from the caddy, or you're good?
Shut up, that's all I need.
You got it.
Little silence. Oh, it's a fucking rocket. Don't go in that bunker. Come on, cut a little more. Cut a little more. Oh, it hit so good.
Damn, that was so far. Should I race you to the next?
You wanna?
I'll see you there, Mark. Dude, this is gonna get me shredded the same way Macro Factor Nutrition would. The fastest tracking nutrition app in the game.
Before he gets to the ball.
Dude, he would roll.
The last thing I wanted to hear.
I do that for 18 holes.
And then Mark said about the last thing I wanted to hear.
Go.
Oh, I'm going. Where's the ball?
Right by the fucking hole.
Found the ball. Money. Have you always done the whole early wake up, long days?
No. I used to do the 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock.
Really?
AM bedtime. Oh, bounced in it.
What made you change?
Oh, being a parent. Being a parent, man.
I'm up next.
Responsibility.
Come on. That's it.
Me and Mark then continued our way around the course.
What do you think of my shirt? That's for you, baby. Caddy's little daddy. Or no, daddy's little caddy.
Yeah, it's a little one too. What's it? Medium?
On Amazon, I ordered a large, and it turned out it was a
kid's large.
Youth large.
Yeah, that's all good. Still a large.
And he even let me hit a few.
Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Come on.
Which all led us up to stopping at this clubhouse where there was tons of snacks and food, and I even got myself a smoothie.
So this is what Mark does. He golfs, he gets his snacks, maybe a smoothie, maybe some of these treats, and then he keeps smacking the birdies. Still don't know what a birdie means.
Thus completing a very busy and tiring morning, which is why I'm giving Mark Wahlberg's morning routine an A tier. Now let's go check out the next celebrity's morning routine, which hopefully is a little bit more low-key. Hello! Good morning, bright and early, baby. Kane Brown, the multi-platinum country music artist who's got a Spotify that speaks for itself. And yet his morning routine starts off in probably the most basic way possible. So we're just gonna rip 2 packs of Quaker Oats.
And dump them in there.
Okay, dump it in. This looks like a dog bowl.
That's what everybody says.
This looks like I'm about to eat some kibble. In fact, the only really interesting part about this breakfast was the fact that his protein powder didn't have a scooper included with it. Are you sure it's not at the bottom?
I tried. I stuck my hand all the way in there.
You went fist deep.
In it, man. It was crazy.
Do you want to make the coffee while this cooks? Are you particular on your coffee bean?
No, this is all my wife, man. Anything that I do in life, my wife got.
Hey, happy wife, happy life, am I right?
You ain't wrong.
record.
I will say that coffee machine is like art.
It's beautiful.
And speaking of beautiful,
This has to be one of the most organized fridges I've ever seen. Cake pops, bro?
Yeah, they're fire. You should get one.
Yo, let me try one.
It's almond butter and chocolate chips and oats. Basically like a protein ball. All right, let's get this out.
Oh, okay, you got a measuring cup. I thought you were literally just gonna scoop it with your fingertips.
That'd be crazy.
I'd be like, aight. Interesting oats in my dog bowl.
So I will say, I put too much water in
I was
it.
gonna say, this is watery. It's like hot chocolate.
but it's also,
I've
according to
spent years in-
MacroFactor, probably 60 grams of protein, which I was able to determine after the fact by quickly logging it into the app. But had I remembered in the moment, I could have simply taken a picture of it, and the AI photo analyzer would have told me the macros right then and there.
Solid.
Yep.
Coffee.
Coffee.
I'm just kidding.
Next up in Kane's morning, he would record some music. So we headed to the studio where I could ask him about the music making process.
Dude, certified diamond single. Do you ever write a song to be a hit, or do you write a song because you want to make the song?
No, I don't think you ever write a song thinking it's gonna be a hit.
Really?
I mean, if I'm writing a song, I'm hoping that it's a hit, but then sometimes like I'll be like, yeah, this just ain't it.
Oh, sick. Hey, Dad, I'm with Kane Brown.
What up, buddy?
His name's John.
What's up, John?
Love you, Dad. So the next step of the morning routine is gonna be hitting a workout. We're doing a Kane Brown special workout. This is what makes him so handsome and good looking. I'm gonna try my best to keep up. How many hours a week would you say you work?
It honestly depends. Like I just did 3 shows, and now I got a month and a half off, but I'm writing an album, so
Yeah.
starting Monday, I write for 4 days. That can be 2 hours.
Yeah.
It can be all day. Just depends how we're flowing, and then I could be off for a whole month.
Let's go, bro. You have a strong back. Look at that. Yeah.
So you go halfway, 2.
No. 21s with pull-ups, bro?
Yeah!
That's me.
That's right, baby. Yo, great.
Today, I'm going to